Welcome back to CancerBuzz. I'm your host, Summer Johnson. CancerBuzz is traveling this week to cover the ACCC 41st Annual National Oncology Conference. NOC was designed to meet ACCC members where they live around the country. Each year, ACCC goes to a new city to bring together cancer professionals and promote peer-to-peer learning opportunities. We're here with ACCC President Dr. Nadine Barrett to discuss what realizing innovation looks like now in oncology. Dr. Barrett, always good to see you.
It's always great to see you as well, Summer. Thanks for having me.
Set up the theme of NOC this year for us.
Well, the theme of NOC, just like with any theme related to ACCC, it's always focused around how we can really push the envelope around cancer care for every aspect of cancer care, from education, screening, and outreach, through to survivorship, palliative care, and even end of life. And so it's always awesome when we can come together at conferences where like-minded individuals who play a part in all of these different roles can come to hear what we can do to do better. And particularly in this session where we are focusing on this conference on realizing innovation. There's so much opportunity for realizing innovation, and why it's so important to me is that there are so many great things happening across the country, and yet oftentimes we have no idea what each other's doing. And what we do as the How-To organization, we bring together people who are doing just that, realizing innovation, identifying where there are novel opportunities for us to better serve our patients. How can we provide the best treatment or care? Or when we know that something is now standard of care, how can we implement it, and who's doing it well, and how can we learn from that as we apply it in our academic cancer centers or in our small community clinics in rural areas. So again, I'm excited about this because there's so much going on here during this conference, and it's a great place to be.
How many years have you attended NOC, and then what do you think the value is for NOC, for senior leadership in oncology and also for up-and-coming leaders?
Wow, that's a great question. So first of all, I've been here and been coming to this conference now for just about 10 years. And so again, it's just a great opportunity, both now as president of ACCC, but also as an ongoing member for all these years and a volunteer prior to becoming part of the board. It's incredible to be able to be a part of this conference. And again, some of the key things to your question is that it allows us, regardless of who we are, whether we are senior leadership in our large institutions or our organizations, whether we are nurses, patient navigators, it doesn't matter, a social worker, even a community health worker, regardless of who you are in that space, this is the conference to come to. Every single session, every single moment, you learn something new. I learn something new. Not only do I learn new things about my own area, but I get to learn what the continuum, those who I may pass that patient to, or people who the patient might be engaging with throughout their journey, I get to learn what's also happening in their world, so that when I'm engaging with patients and working with my teams who are directly engaging with patients, really being able to bring that whole continuum, that whole picture to our conversations, to our meetings, to our talks. And for senior leadership to really think about, where are we in terms of our strategic planning? Where are we in terms of specifically implementing the best possible quality care for our patients? And where are the gaps? And when we see those gaps, who's filling that, and how can I learn? When you come to NOC, you get to network, learn, and engage with people who are doing just that.
That's great. What are some of the education sessions under this theme that you're looking forward to?
So, gosh, there's so many areas. That's a great question and a big one. In fact, it's kind of difficult because some of the sessions, there's so many great sessions. You want to make it to all, and like any conference, you can't make it to all sessions. So you have to kind of tease it down. And for me, I think one of the ones that I think is really new for us is having an international session where we actually have people here from Egypt, from Sweden, who actually have flown in here, and from Nigeria, who'll be sharing about their own cancer care organizations, their programs, their barriers, their challenges, and how they're implementing cancer care in their areas. Likewise, we're sharing ours. And so now we're starting to create more of this kind of global footprint, if you will, as ACCC, and we're becoming more and more strategic in that. And so I'm really excited about that session because it's always good for us to learn from each other within our country, but sometimes we may not necessarily recognize that we could learn from others, seeing where their challenges are, but also what they're doing that could actually, because of who they are and where they're located, they're having to create even more novelty to what they're doing. And that novelty could actually be some of the very solutions we need to be implementing here in the U.S. and vice versa. So I'm actually really excited about that session.
That's great. Thank you, Dr. Barrett. Follow along on this channel for more this week from Minneapolis at the ACCC 41st Annual National Oncology Conference. We'll be back again on this channel to share more discussions and learning sessions from the conference.
This show is a resource of the Association of Cancer Care Centers.